I'm Sam.
And I'm Andrew.
And we are continuing our top 100 games of all time. So today we are doing 60 through 51.
Yep.
So you want to go ahead and start us off at 60?
All right. So at 60, this game dropped 26 spots from the last time we did this list. And that is going to be a crossover, I think, with one of your earlier lists. And that is Nidavellir. So this was supposed to be one of the bunch of games that was like a Splendor Killer, if I remember right when it first came out. But it's you take your clan of dwarves and you're gathering all these different guys to go and fight this dragon. And so literally the game is you going around to these different pubs and gathering these different dwarves, and depending on what you take, they each score differently, and just most points is going to win. So I really like the black and white look to this one, and just the gameplay of drafting those cards, and the expansion had some really cool things to it. But it did drop 26 spots, I think, because it just didn't get played as much this year. And so my number 60 is Nidavellir.
Okay. My number 60 is Suburbia. So this is a, tile placement game, tile laying game, where you're, building up your own city, and you're trying to build up let's see, your income, your reputation, and then you're trying to buy bigger, better buildings. So yeah. And we have the collector's edition because I know that was on here. But yeah, that Suburbia, yeah, that's one that I'd like to play sometime soon.
I was like, you have it on your list and you haven't played it
yet? Yes. 60.
Okay. Number 59. So my number 59 is up 10 spots. I think Nidavellir was the only one on this list that actually dropped. So all these other ones are going to be either new or risers. So this one is up 10 spots from last year, and it's a very unique game that makes you use your phone at the very end of the game, and that is going to be Picture Perfect. So this is one that I really like. I never play with the auction cards, only with the exchange cards and everything, but when you start to throw in the Movie Star expansion, the Pickpocket expansion, and the Sherlock Holmes expansion, it really kind of opens up that game and allows for different things to happen, which is really, really cool, just how they're able to take something that seems so basic and simple and add in these little changes of, what you're kind of looking for, and placing these little thieves to steal things in certain areas. So, it's grown on me. It's something that's continuing to move up a little bit. Not a ton, but still up 10 spots, which is really nice. So my number 59, Picture Perfect.
Okay.
From Arcane Wonders.
Okay, 59 for me is sorry, my phone tweaked out. It is probably my favorite party game. Like, I don't know if you'd consider it a party game, but with a group of people, I love playing this game, is Colt Super Express.
Oh, this is your favorite party game.
Interesting. Yeah, it is. I feel like it is so fun every time we play it. Just, obviously, it's cards, just cards of a train, and then you have your little people, and you're playing cards because you're shooting or you're jumping down, and you're trying to knock other people off the train and be the last one standing. But yeah, I think it is so fun. It is just a really fun game.
Nice.
Yeah, so Colt Super Express is 59 for me.
All right. Number 58 is another Arcane Wonders game on the list. And this is actually new to the list. I believe it came out last year. Can't remember. But this is a fairly large, super deluxe game. Do you know what it is? It is Foundations of Rome.
Oh, yeah.
So I really like this game. I've played it, I believe, at all player counts. Every single time I've played it, I feel like it's gone over really well. The first time we got to play it was at Dice Tower Cruise with Nick and Vic. But then I got mine, which had the wash and all. We got to include all the little monuments and everything to it, and I had the metal coins and whatnot. and it was just such a nice game. It's so simple. It looks beautiful on the table.
Yeah.
It's definitely one that is going to draw people in. So I'm excited to get the expansion and add some more little things to it, and also get the new and improved lid for the game I already have, for the insert. So yeah, Foundations of Rome makes its debut on the list at number 58.
Nice. I do love Foundations of Rome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 58 for me is Awkward Guess. This is a crime
It's like Clue.
Clue detective type of game, but it's all in like kind of black and white, or what would you call that? Like kind of, it's no color.
It's all brown.
All brown. But it's very interesting. You know, like, I mean, you have your like shield where everybody's getting their own clues, and you're passing cards around, and everybody gets their own clues, and like you decide, you know, like who you want to share clues with and stuff like that, and you're trying to figure out who murdered Walton.
Yeah, it's got an interesting mechanic with the whole, hey, who wants to trade with me kind of thing.
Right.
Like, I'll give you 3, because they have point like values based on how valuable the clues are for the rounds.
Right.
And there's like hundreds and hundreds of games you can play, but you have to figure out what the motive was. If you play with them more intense, there could be an accomplice, what room, what item they use, right? Kind of that Clue idea. But it's all on this secret sheet as you're crossing people out and trying to figure out how they got to the room, kind of thing. Which is a really interesting game. So, sorry, that was your number. What? 58.
58. Yeah, Awkward Guess. Really great game if you're into crime, detective, Clue type of games. Yep.
Yeah, I feel like it's one that has been forgotten about a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's see here. 57 is an evergreen game that has jumped up quite significantly. 35 spots it has climbed. Evergreen game that we have. I have almost every expansion for it. Do you know what it is?
I don't know.
Ticket to Ride.
Oh.
Ticket to Ride number 57. I really like this game. I really want to play the legacy version of the game. Every time I play it, I'm just like, I like it. I like everything about it. I love all the expansions to it. It's just such a nice game, and I feel like everybody we've ever played it with has really enjoyed it. I want more and more of this game. I want more maps, new things going on with the game. I love it. Ticket to Ride number 57, up 35 spots.
Wow.
I'm very happy it climbed that much. I didn't want it to fall off, and I think this year I played it a few more times, and I just like, it's so good.
You still need the expansion of the
I don't have the Northern countries. Yeah, the Nordic, that's a standalone one.
Yeah.
I don't have like the super obscure maps with like Poland, but I think I have all the other maps.
Cool. Okay. 57 for me is one of your favorite, I feel like, undersea games.
Undersea?
Under the sea.
Oh. Is it Aquatica?
Yes.
Okay. I was like, I don't have a Little Mermaid game. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Aquatica. I don't know. You explain this. You explain it better than I could.
You want me to explain your game on your list? Okay, interesting. So
it's late.
So Aquatica, you are playing a card every turn, and it's telling you to do stuff. So you're able to buy using coins or like little combat symbols, and you're going to be sliding these cards up and triggering off. Like you can like combo a bunch of different things to move these cards up, and once you move them up, you're able to earn points and get different little benefits and everything. So it's a really cool little mechanic, and not to mention you can get these little manta rays if you get them all the way up.
Yeah, it's the cute little manta
and they give you little extra abilities like extra pushes or coins or all that kind of stuff. So Samantha's number 57.
What I remember the most about the game is the little manta rays, right? But I also, like, I remember there's like the monsters, right? Is that part of the expansion?
No, you're thinking of Abyss
Oh, see, I like Abyss
with
way
the
better.
Leviathans. So, is this really your 57?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Okay, well, when I did the rating tool, that's what it said. So 57's Aquatica.
Okay. Maybe you were thinking Abyss the whole time. I don't know.
Is there an expansion for Aquatica?
No. Oh yes, there is, but it doesn't add like Leviathans.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
No. All right.
57.
Yeah. Okay.
Aquatica.
So number 56. 56 is also new to the list since last time we did it. This is a roll and write game. This is probably my favorite roll and write game. I want to say, I could be wrong. I haven't looked at this entire list all the way up to see if it is in fact my favorite roll and write game. But it is a racing game. Do you know what it is?
Roll and write racing?
Yep.
I don't know.
It's Long Shot the Dice game.
Oh,
So,
I'm
yeah.
thinking racing like.
Well, I guess you're betting, but you can own the horses, which is cool.
Yeah.
So it's a really cool little game where you're trying to bet on these horses and moving them around and manipulating the different horses. And I really like this game, especially at higher player counts, because there's so much manipulation. It gets a little chaotic. But it's such a short, quick little game. It's so fun to play. So yeah, number 56 is Long Shot the Dice game. Super awesome game.
Yeah, it's a fun one.
Yeah.
Okay, number 56 for me is Tang Garden.
Ooh.
So yeah, this is I mean, you're laying out tiles, you're trying to place out different like ornaments, essentially, like lawn, your bridges and different oh my gosh, why am I spacing? The pagoda type things.
Yeah.
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 So I mean, you're basically you're creating a garden, but you have different characters that will score you points based on like what scenery, like line of sight, what they see, and which is cool because each character has their own like abilities and different ways that they score. So like, yeah. So basically, in a nutshell, that's what it is.
It's a super beautiful game. Probably
Very
the best
beautiful.
produced game I've ever seen.
I think it's on like our video that we did that was like relaxing games. I feel like Tang Garden was one of them because it is like very, I mean, you're looking out at a garden and stuff, but it's a very chill, relaxing game, I feel like.
Cannot wait for the expansion of that one to show up. It should be early next year.
Yeah, you've been excited about that.
Yes, and now it adds all kind of little lanterns and stuff. Super cool with the seasons. Oh, I'm pumped. About
so, yeah, that was 56 is Tang Garden.
All right. 55 is a Bruno Cathala game that has gone up 15 spots. And it's also a beautiful garden. Do you know what it is? Should I stop asking that question? It's a beautiful Bruno Cathala garden.
Oh, it's
What? It's what?
I'm looking for it.
Why? You mean just tell you?
I know the name of it.
I
don't know. I'm
spacing. Ishtar. Gardens of Babylon.
Yeah.
So such a beautiful game with collecting the different gems, and you have the fountains that you're trying to have control over or trying to get to and everything. And so really like that. Buying the little upgrades. I like the little trees that you're putting out on the board, and I really, really like it. Ishtar Gardens of Babylon. Also a really good insert, in my opinion, for the game as well. So that's my number 55. Bruno has made an entrance into this list.
All right. 55 for me is New York Zoo. So this was one that we borrowed from Nick and Vic, and I enjoyed this game. I mean, basically, I feel like you're just multiplying animals, and that's the premise of the game, but you're trying to manage a zoo. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I mean, I love animals, and I thought it was a cute game. I liked being able to be like, oh yeah, I have my penguins had babies and have more. Yeah. So
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah. I know you didn't care for it,
I
but
did not like it at all.
55 is New York Zoo.
All right, let's talk about a game, number 54, that has animals in it, but is way better than New York Zoo. So much better. You're driving around this like little safari with your Jeep, and you're building out tiles and getting these different animals and meeting their requirements so they score. This is an all-play game called Habitats. I really like this game. We played it the very first time with Nick and Vic. I believe they had backed it on Kickstarter, had the deluxe components and everything. We really liked it, and then got it at Gen Con and got the deluxe components, which honestly you don't need the deluxe components. I feel like I was just like, oh, they're cute little animals. You really like them, so we got them, right? You really don't need them, and they do not fit in the box. But really like this game. Eli really likes this game.
Yeah.
I know you like it. I'm sure it will be higher. I don't think you've mentioned it yet. So I'm sure that will be higher on Samantha's list, but it's coming in for the first time on this list at number 54, Habitat. Super great game. Really like it.
Coming in hot.
I mean, 54 is kind of hot. It's cool. No, I'm just kidding.
It's lukewarm.
Right.
All right. 54 for me is a game I was not expecting to like when we first played it, but is the Quacks of Quedlinburg.
Really? You didn't expect to like this?
I don't know. I was like, her pulling like tokens out of a bag. Like, I mean, it just didn't seem too exciting.
Now.
Yeah. It's been a long time. Like, I feel like that game, we've had it for like years, and it's been,
through hell and back.
It has been, quite literally.
Literally, I don't know. That's a little rough. I don't think it's been literally through hell, but
well, I mean, somebody spilled a drink on your pieces, and so that was a whole thing. But it's been years since that happened.
Yeah. I'm still salty. No, I'm just kidding.
But you just, you're pulling pieces out in your like little pot, and you're trying not to bust, and so it's like a push your luck type of game, and you're scoring points for the different you're trying to essentially, you want to be able to put as much as you can in there to try to reach the end without busting. So and then I like that, the different tokens give you different abilities and stuff. So it's like, okay, how do I want to like build my bag basically? So yeah, Quacks of Quedlinburg.
Yeah, that thing's like fully deluxeified. It will never leave the collection.
It'll never leave.
I've put too much time and effort into it.
Yeah, 54, Quacks of Quedlinburg.
All right, 53 is my highest mover of all the list. This was 40. This moved up 41 spots, so it was 94 last time. I think because it was relatively new when I first made the list. We had played it with Nick and Vic. Then I had bought it, played it some more. There's an expansion that I hear is really good that I have that we have not played yet, but I'm very interested in playing it. And this is Furnace. This is the third. I just realized this. This is the third Arcane Wonders game on this 10 list. So Arcane Wonders is dominating the 50s right now. So yeah, Furnace, my biggest mover. Super good game. I love the engine building. Engine building is one of my favorite mechanics in a game, and this one does it so well. And then you have the bidding, which is super exciting. So I really like all the aspects of this game. So I'm not surprised to see it having moved up. So number 53, Furnace.
Okay.
I love that game.
Number 53 is a game that I always want Andrew to play with me, and he doesn't play it with me anymore.
I don't? Okay.
Is Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle.
Oh. You're right. I don't play it anymore.
I have the expansion that I've had for years that it's not even open.
It's the second one.
It's the potions and
blood potion or whatever. I don't think that's it.
Blood
potions and charms or something like that.
I'm sure blood potion. It's weird. Anyway, yeah. So Harry Potter Hogwarts battle. I think I played this with some of my clients doing therapy with these teenage girls, and they like loved it. But the only unfortunate part is it is a lot of setup, and it is a lot of like, I feel like preparation, like explaining the game, especially if you're playing with like teenagers. Their attention span is not the greatest anyway, but like it feels very like thematic, so I do love it. I love Harry Potter. I'm a nerd when it comes to that. But yeah, so literally you're going through the movies and you're playing different villains. I love though the monsters like expansion. That is like my favorite one. I mean, and it gets progressively harder.
It's
like
a cooperative deck builder if you're not familiar.
Yeah, cooperative deck builder. And you're playing as different characters. But I just love like how you're moving through like the different movies.
I think it's because I'm not a big fan of cooperative games.
That's probably what it is, because you like Harry Potter.
I'm pretty sure we got akin to like fisticuffs. I'm just kidding.
So 53. I would love for you to play with me again soon.
You gotta burn it. No,
he's trying to get rid of it, and we're not. Harry Potter Hogwarts battle.
It's not terrible. It's just not one I want to play. All right. 52 is new to my list, but it's not a new game by a long shot. This had not made the list, I think, because it just didn't get played a ton. I think when we played it, it was early on when me and you were together, and we didn't play it much after that. But over the last year or so, it has come back with like a I don't know what the word is.
Like with force?
Yes, sure. And so it's a 2-player only game called Kiro. Mm-hmm. And I really like, this is the only real-time game. It's semi-real-time, because the only time it's real-time is when you're chucking your dice. Yeah. But you have these sweet, like, tanker semis that are sand timers. And you flip them over, and that's how much time you have to roll your dice and chuck. And you're trying to collect these different symbols, so you can buy these cards, and then you can try to move your little influencers to do a little area control, and you're trying to buy these special dice that let you do extra things, and so you can claim these different territories and whatnot. And I really, really like it. It adds that tense chaos a little bit. It's super quick. I like the art in the game. I mean, the box makes it look very bland, but the art on the actual tiles that are there, it looks really beautiful. It's very colorful. I really like Kiro, 2-player only game at my number 52. New to the list. Mm-hmm. I really like it. I've had it for a long time.
Yeah. I mean, I like that game way better now.
Yeah. I don't know what it was, but I don't know if something just like switched on, but now it's like,
maybe it's because we've played more games since then, like way more games since then, so it's like, I don't know, playing it, you're like, oh, this is actually really cool.
It's so good. It really is good.
All right, so 52 for me is surprise, a dog game.
Oh, which one?
Dog Lover.
Oh, okay.
Is 52. This is like a card game. Basically, I mean, you're just trying to score based off of the different dogs that you have, and
it's a dog version of Cat Lady. So if you know Cat Lady, Dog Lover is the dog version.
Yeah. So cute little game in a small box, and
you get little tricks. Do different tricks to take those cards. I feel like you always take the cards I want. The food that I need to feed my stinking dogs.
You do get mad I take your food.
I'm just like, why do you need all that food?
You're
I might need it in the future.
To feed your fat dogs.
I want to get these other dogs. I'm like, no! Anyway, all right. So that brings us to the last one for this list, number 51. This one is up 7 spots. This, in my opinion, is also an evergreen game. I love this game. We recently played the 2-player version, the 2-player only version of this game, and did not like it nearly as much as I liked the original. And it's Splendor.
Oh,
So
yeah.
original Splendor. Splendor Duel will not be on this list.
No.
I did not care for the 2-player version. Not at all. I like Splendor a lot more. So that is my number 51. I really like it.
Okay.
Nothing's killed it yet.
Okay. All right. 51 is King of Tokyo.
Oh, that's a good one.
So this is literally you're playing as monsters, rolling dice, trying to knock each other out of Tokyo.
Right, you got to be the king of Tokyo.
The king of Tokyo. And there's so many like different characters that you can play, and it's just funny, you know, like it's almost like you're playing, you know, like the Robo Kitty,
Yeah.
or
Space Penguin.
Space Penguin, yeah, or it's like legit
Anubis,
the giant reptile guy that looks kind of like Godzilla.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like a silly game. You're rolling dice. You can get different cards that help you.
Power up expansion is a must.
Yes. And I think definitely like adding the new character, like different characters that are outside of the base game. Like I recommend that too, because I thought like Anubis was really cool. We don't have
the king.
King
Kong or whatever it is.
Yeah, he was one that like I almost got.
Yeah.
For the game, but yeah.
There's a few that we have in there, but they're good.
So
I haven't gotten like the new cooperative version. I'm not interested in that, but
you don't like the cooperative stuff. But yeah, I feel like it's a really fun game too to play with like a group of people at like, you know, get together or something. Like that's when we always play it, is with like a bigger group of people, and I feel like that's what makes it really exciting too. So 51 is King of Tokyo.
All right, so that's going to do it for this 10. Come back and check out, go check out all the other lists, and go check out Nick and Vic's list, since they're also doing their top 100 of all time. And then next time we come back, we'll be inside our top 50. So we're halfway there to getting to the top. So I'm really excited to see all the different changes in the lists and seeing what Nick and Vic have that's changed and gone up and down. So I always like checking out those ones as well. And let us know if any of these games would be on your list. And until next time, thanks for watching.
See ya.